Hi, Olivia. Thanks for having me over. Are you excited about moving to Timbuktu? Would it be okay if I took a quick tour of the home? Tour. If it's okay, I take some notes, use the kitchen table so we can lay all this out for you. Let's talk about getting you to Timbuktu. Now, the first thing I'd like to do is review your situation. What's important to you about making this move? Is that okay? Right. When you sell this property, you're moving to Timbuktu, correct? Okay. What's taking you there? Good. How soon do you want to be there? Gotcha. If we sell your home in less than 30 days, that'd be all right with you. Okay. What would happen if your property just didn't sell? Really? What price are you thinking you would like to list your property for, realistically? And of course, I research the market every day. So obviously, we'll make sure we list your home at a right price that will get it sold, correct? Perfect. What do you think is the lowest price you would consider? Got it. How much do you still owe on your property? Good. Will you briefly tell me about your home? Bath, garage, pool, lot, any special features, upgrades? Now I have 3 bottom lines for you. Are you ready? 3 bottom line questions for you. Are you ready? Are you definitely ready to sell your property? Fantastic. Will you price it where it will sell, or are you okay with just keeping it on the market for a while? Okay. And most important, do you want me to get it sold for you? Terrific. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at all these different properties and want to go over the 3 main parts of these. First, we have the active listings. This is what I call dreamland. This is what people are wanting to sell their properties for, but they haven't sold yet. Second, we've got the expired listings. What this is dreamland. Oh, you have a dog. I have a dog just like this. Come here. Come here, Renee. Your dog's name's Renee, right? Man, your dog looks just like mine. Okay, come up here. You want to be part of this? All right. Yeah. So, and these expired listings are what I call Never Never Land. You can see why they didn't sell. Last or sold houses. And this is reality. And you can see why you want to be in the sold homes, because we want to sell your home and get you to Timbuktu. The purpose of this market analysis is to show you the value of your home. Because in the process of selling your home, first you're going to have the appraiser, because that's who the lender is going to hire to determine how much they're going to loan the buyer. Second, we want to make sure we price your home so it will sell. Make it attractive to buyers. Because buyers are going to compare your house to other properties in that area. If they want to get into an area and you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, okay, they're going to look at the other 3-bedroom, 2-baths in your area to see the comparable prices. Because, if you've got a house here for 120 and a house here for 100, which one do you think? And they're both comparable and everything else. The 100's going to sell first. Just kind of common sense, but it's just something you got to always think about. Now, then I'm going to go through homes, and I'm going to make you, as the client, read over and read off how many bedrooms, how many baths. Look, this one's comparable to you. How many baths does it have? How many bedrooms? How many square feet? And then the price. And once we've gone over all that in the CMA, so based on what the market is telling us, what price do you feel will get buyers excited about choosing your property over the competition? Pricing, right. After looking at your house and reviewing what the market is telling us, I'm suggesting to list your house for $150,000. And you can see why that's the right price, correct? That will get your home sold for the best price in this market in the best time possible. So we can get you to Timbuktu. Won't that be exciting? Do you have any questions on anything we've covered? Are you ready for the next step? Okay. The next step is the net sheet, which is going to show you all the costs associated with selling your home and what you're going to get as a final check at the closing table. Based on this realistic selling price of $150 and what you owe and the taxes are always confusing to people because they're always in arrears. And that's so the state always has possession of your home in case of any weird legal battle. So we're closing November 1st. Okay, so you're going to owe the taxes from January to November that actually don't get billed till next year. So you've got to pay those. So those are going to come off on this net sheet. And you see that right there where you have the taxes accrued that you got to pay. And it gets down to this bottom line. You're looking at about $137,000 after what you owe on the taxes. How's that sound to you? I understand it's less than what you were expecting, but is it a number you can live with if you had to? Okay. So we'll get your house on the market for the $150,000. Probably listed at $149,900. People like those nines. I don't know. It's some marketing thing. Which is the price we agreed to, right? Okay. Excellent. Well, I'm ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready for the next step? Okay. Let me lay out what's going to happen for you next, and here's the highlights. First, we want to make sure to get your house, make sure that the house shows at its best, right? Staging, making sure it's clean, neat, tidy. Second, I'll be preparing the marketing for your property, and I'll launch my pre-marketing campaign immediately because you did want us to get the most exposure to the market as possible, correct? Okay. Next, we launch our exclusive 10-day marketing blitz. Sound exciting? It is. Your property will be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to every licensed realtor and their buyers through the multiple listing service. Plus, I have it syndicated to over 12,000 real estate websites, including all the most popular ones buyers and sellers use. Of course, you understand how important that kind of internet exposure is. You do want me to give you the right exposure that will get the best buyers in here, right? Awesome. Because that's exactly what you're going to get with me. And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we will be getting lots of buyer traffic. Then I'll be negotiating all offers we get to ultimately get your property sold for top dollar and get you to Timbuktu. Are you ready for that? Great. So are you ready to start packing? Not today, but soon. Perfect. Any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen and get you to Timbuktu? Awesome. I'm going to have you initial right here on the CMA and net sheet, and then we'll take care of the rest of the paperwork through DocuSign. I'll email you the same things we've went over here on this, and that way you'll have a copy automatically, and we'll have a digital copy. So I'll get to work on this, and congratulations on getting to Timbuktu.